Comrade, it's a great time having you. This Nothing Can Stop You motivational messages I bring to you. I want to remind you on Bismarck Osai, I have a lot of motivational messages on YouTube. If you go to YouTube, go to my channel, Bismarck Osai, Nothing Can Stop You. I have a lot of motivational messages. Watch them, subscribe to them. Also on YouTube of my channel, Your Marriage Will Be a State of Mind. I have a lot of teachings on dating, course of marriage. I want you to watch them and subscribe to them for me. Also have these electronic books for you guys. Building Your Competitiveness in a Crowded Planet, $4. It will be impossible to have this world without you. $5. Your marriage will be a state of mind to the world. $5. There is something inside you the world is in need of. That is $4. Leaders of Generational Thinkers, $5. Go to Amazon Kindle and Gumroad. Have these ebooks for you guys. Today, in the next 15 minutes, I'm sharing with you motivational messages I entitled "Transform Yourself into a Nation." Transform yourself into a nation. So operationalize your blistering catalytic arsenal, or operationalize your vehement resourcefulness to transform yourself into a nation. When you rebalance yourself with explosiveness by leapfrogging in productivity, in ingenuity, in susceptibility, and efficiency. So you yourself look at how you rebalance yourself with that level of explosiveness when it comes to leapfrogging or when it comes to enhancing your level of productivity, ingenuity, susceptibility, and efficiency, as done by a personality called Ikataro Takeshina, who is a Japanese engineer and inventor over the period, understood what it means to actually rebalance with that level of explosiveness to transform himself to a great nation. Begin to incontrovertibly understand that you are the only person left in this world who believes in yourself. That there is a repository of endowment in you the world cannot live without. Like with that mindset, you see that yes, like as a mindset that was developed by a man called Muhammad Abbas Salam, a Pakistan physicist over the period understood what it means that indeed he's the only person left in this world who believes in himself. That make the world more complete. You have to make the world more complete by transforming yourself into a nation in your relentless life pursuit. Make the world more complete by transforming yourself into a nation in your relentless life pursuit. Done by a man called Peter Shane Christensen. That Daniel, who works for the Daniel chemical engineer and also inventor of the period, understood what it means to actually make the world more complete by transforming itself into a nation in relentless life pursuit. Understood that incontrovertibly, incontestably, the fact that he's the only person left in this world believing in himself, but there's a repository of endowment in him the world cannot live without. At any point in time, you have to work towards efficaciously operationalizes for himself in a global world. There's this personal quote from a man called Ralph Maston. Ralph Maston, an American writer. If you have not done it before, you can do it now. See the positive possibility, redirect the substantial energy of your frustration, turn it into positive, effective, unstoppable determination. Redirect your substantial energy towards becoming the running requirement for a lot of institutions and for yourself, for your global world, for yourself, that proactive resurgence, with that resistible surge, moving through all, dealing with all heckling tasks and daunting hiccups, reinventing yourself with that self agility, also prowess and depthness of the period. Understand that indeed there's enough power in you to colonize the world with your resourcefulness and attitude of acquisitiveness. That is a woman called Maria Tesla Montessori, who over the period transformed herself into a nation. Maria Tesla Montessori. Who is this woman? The woman is an Italian physician, educationalist, who is best known for her philosophy of education and her writing on scientific pedagogy. She completed the Science Speaker University of Rome Medical School, and after completing the medical school in Rome, she worked with children with disabilities. So at that level, she demonstrated its confluence of achievement, but looking at how she transferred her skills into the area of helping children in their health. In 1906, she had a privilege. In 1906, he had a privilege to take care and educate children of working parents who are from a lower income, we are from lower income families, who are from the children from the age 2 to 7, and San Lorenzo district in Rome. In 1907, the number of these children increased. That time, the number of children were between 50, increased to 50 to 60 children, where she was taking care of them. During that period, she built her competitive integrated edge with the application of a radical knowledge. how she transformed herself from being a physician to how you take care of them medically, also educate them. During that period, she observed that these children show much interest in practical things and Montessori's people material. Montessori saw that when you give these children toys, it doesn't enhance the efficiency in learning and proficiency in reading. But when you take cardboard, you cut the shapes of objects to them, they respond very well to it. So he said that no, when you take cardboard and cut them into shapes, these children enhanced the efficiency, proficiency in the reading and learning. So he developed that okay, children at the big level, kindergarten, KG1, for them to respond very well to education, to the learning, they have to cut cardboard shapes and things to teach them rather than giving them toys. So that became his our new approach of training children at kindergarten, and that became Montessori's pedagogy for training young children. As a medical doctor, she reinvented herself with that eclectic and very permeating ideas in the field of education. Later, her approach of training young children grew internationally, and Switzerland replaced for Belgium method with Montessori's approach of training children, training orphanages and children at kindergarten in 1908. In 1909, she had her first teaching training course in Italy during that time. In 1909, her approach has been adopted globally for training children at kindergarten in Switzerland, in UK, in Argentina, Australia, China, India, Japan, Korea, Mexico, Syria, UK, US, New Zealand, Johannesburg, Stockholm, and others have adopted her approach. They want to teach children at a basic level to enhance the efficiency and proficiency, cut object, cardboard, cut them into shapes to teach them rather than giving them toys and those things. And so later, when the approach became internationally accepted for teaching children at that kindergarten, she quitted her job as a medical doctor and focused on this international pedagogy. International pedagogy means a new approach of treating people. She transformed herself into a nation because her pedagogy, his new style of training children, became globally accepted, which enhanced proficiency in teaching and learning. Her idea was not very complicated. No, giving children toys does not help. Let's cut shapes. Let's cut cardboard into shapes and let's use to train children. That was what he did. He didn't do anything extraordinary, but it transformed her into a nation. That her approach became globally accepted, and now it is the approach that's used globally to train children at kindergarten. It was a very simple idea. I want to remind you, I have a lot of motivational message on YouTube. Go to my channel, Bismarck Osei. I have this Nothing Can Stop You motivational message. Watch them, subscribe to them. Also on YouTube, my channel, Your Marriage Will Be a State of Mind to the World. I have a lot of teachings on dating and courtship. Watch them and subscribe to them. For me, I have this ebook for you guys to burn your competitiveness in a crowded planet, $4. Amazon Kindle and Gumroad. It's impossible to have this world without you. $4 Amazon Kindle and Gumroad. Your Marriage Will Be a State of Mind to the World. $5 Amazon Kindle and Gumroad. There is something inside you. The world is in need of $4. Leaders of Generational Thinkers, $5. Amazon Kindle, go to Amazon Kindle and Gumroad. I'm counting on you, your guys, for listening support to drive this out. Somebody will ask, how can I transform myself into a nation? You don't have to be a learned person. You don't have to be a luminary, a connoisseur, a person that stimulated waves of excellence, a legacy of excellence. You can be just a mere method. So how can I transform myself to a nation? Number one, examine unconventional approaches, strategies, ideas that you can contribute towards propitious implementation of policy development and project. What approaches, what strategy and ideas can you contribute towards ensuring that policies, projects, and policies and plans are implemented very propitious, very successfully, especially in developing and lower middle income countries? In 1972 in Ghana, there was a man called Krobaduse. When Ghana introduced Operation Feed Yourself in the agri sector, the man was not highly educated. At that time, he was the minister for agri. He helped Ghana at that time for that policy to be very successful. And he is being tapped in Ghana's history as one of the best agri ministers Ghana has ever had. No matter your level of education, we can contribute towards the development of something like fertilizer, high yielding seed, and others that will contribute. Maybe you can bring new ideas of building, new materials of building that will be accepted at the community, national, and global level. That can transform you to a great nation. Number two, in what ways can you transform yourself to a great nation? Number two, examine the effective pedagogy, a new style of teaching and training children examine a new parenting style you can introduce to improve the efficiency in learning and teaching at your community schools, improve the efficiency in parenting style in your community and also your children when it comes to making children a new effective style of parenting that will help bring up children who are generational thinkers, who are global influential, impactfulness. That will enhance efficiency when it comes to their results and lead to building a very global and generational level you want to be. So find out what effective pedagogy can you bring. As Maria Montessori brought a new methodology where we cut shapes to train children at kindergarten that enhance the efficiency in learning and also reading. You can also bring something new pedagogy that can also be very effective. What new parenting style can you also introduce to make sure enhance the level of parenting in our life so that we can bring up children who are generational thinkers? Someone like Maria Montessori or did that when he brought new pedagogy. Carlos Nigro Ferrer also brought that when he brought a new pedagogy. Bonmain in 1971 introduced parenting styles that have enhanced parenting in a lot of countries. Okay, wrap your mind around it. What you can also do in this very perspective. Number 3, examine effective business management approaches, strategies, models, and framework that you can bring towards enhancing, towards reviving business and collapsing business. Look at what is effective management approaches, strategies, models, framework you can introduce to revive collapsing business or collapse business. Make sure you start the implementation in your community, and its effectiveness will help it to be accepted globally. Somebody like Gina Rinehart, an Australian business tycoon, the CEO of Hankook Prospecting Company, with a mining exploration and company over the period of seeing how he can contribute towards building his own company. She took over from her father and also helping other collapsing company to build up. And now I think she's the richest woman in the world. We find out effective management strategies can bring effective models, strategies. People brought crowdfunding, all those things that can help enhance, that can help revive collapsing companies, especially small and medium scale companies, and revive those who have collapsed or those who are collapsing over the period. So examine yourself. Maybe you can do that. You can start from your community where it can be accepted at the national level and the global level, where you can transform yourself into a nation. Number 4, examine effective unconventional approaches or strategies you can introduce towards building a sustainable entrepreneurship nation, towards building sustainable and smart city, knowledge-based economy to deal with the global level of unemployment. Jonathan Swift, Irish Lioness personality over the period, was an actor behind the idea of crowdfunding where people contribute small amount of money to support people's business. To find out what's effective unconventional approach strategy you can introduce that can help build a sustainable entrepreneurship nation in the global world, how can we help to build sustainable and smart city that can help build a knowledge-based economy to attenuate, that will be attenuating measure to plummet the level of unemployment. What can you contribute? Unemployment is becoming very monstrous, very repetitive for us, very unpleasant. In what ways can you help? What strategies, what approach can you introduce to push sustainable international knowledge-based economy, sustainable cities to help deal with the issue of unemployment? Just wrap your mind around these things. People like Muhammad Yunus introduced microfinance that have helped over 1 billion people in the world. People like Jonathan Swift, who is an Irish Lioness personality, introduced crowdfunding that's helping build a lot of small-scale industries. What can you also do to have that level of agility, to introduce that over the world, to know that you're not in the world just to balance the ecosystem, you're in the world through your radical knowledge and transnational impactfulness. You want to build your acquisitiveness and competitive integrated age of the period. Number 4, the last one, examine effective reverberation idea, approaches, models, and also strategies you can introduce to help enhance the fundraising capabilities of a lot of foundations and nations, NGOs, communities, and countries. Examine what is the reverberating or very effective ideas, approaches, models, or strategies you can introduce to help enhance the funds-raising capabilities of foundations, NGOs in your community and country. This will help to Beijing their protracted activities towards being a lifter of others and being an answer to the crowd of millions. So, in what way, what strategies, ideas can you introduce to enhance the funds generating capabilities of NGOs and foundations in your community, your country, in the global world? That can help them to be a lifter of others, that can help them to be an answer to the crowd of millions. Added by George Peabody, the father of modern philanthropy, who stimulated waves of philanthropy. He stimulated the wave of modern philanthropy, and he's known as the father of modern philanthropy. He devoted most of his funds to help the poor, and he inspired a lot of people. He inspired people like John Rockefeller to be somebody who is a giver, people like Andrew Carnegie, R.G. Latournelle, John Hopkins, Bill Gates, Sir Mark Templeton, and all those people over the period. He inspired most of the people like Warren Buffett and all those things over the period. George Peabody, being a father of modern philanthropy, stimulated a wave of philanthropy that helped a lot. Thank you so much. Go to my YouTube channel. His name is Say. I have a lot of motivational messages on YouTube. Watch them, subscribe to them. Also have a lot. It's nothing can stop you. Motivational message. Also go to YouTube, my channel. Your marriage will be a state of mind to the world. The teachings on dating and courtship. Watch them, subscribe to them. Also have this ebook for you guys too. I have ebooks for you guys. Go to Amazon, Kindle, and Gumroad. Get these books. Burn your competence in the current empire. $4. It will be possible to have this world without you. $4. Your marriage will be a state of mind to the world. $5. There is something inside you. The world is in need of $4. Leaders of Generational Thinkers. $5. Go to Amazon, Kindle, and Gumroad. Buy this book for me. I'm counting on you guys to help me drive this still. Thank you so much for your gradual support of giving me over the period. Bye. See you next time. Always remember to transform yourself into a great nation in your relentless life pursuit. Bye.